Every time it rains in Melbourne, millions of litres of water flow into our stormwater drains. This water isn't clean. It carries litter, oils, chemicals, and bacteria off roads, roofs, and footpaths, straight into our rivers, creeks, and eventually Port Phillip Bay. In this episode, we explore how stormwater became one of Melbourne's most persistent environmental challenges and what engineers are doing to manage it. Let's start with the basics. Unlike sewage, which is collected, pumped, and treated before being released, stormwater is largely unmanaged. It's rainfall runoff, collected through a network of gutters, pits, and underground pipes. In most cases, it flows directly into the environment without treatment. The system is fast and efficient, but not selective. Whatever's on the ground goes with it. Microplastics, fuel residues, detergents, leaf litter, heavy metals, and even pathogens. While Melbourne was designed with separate sewerage and stormwater systems, issues such as illegal plumbing connections, aging infrastructure, and infiltration can lead to stormwater entering the sewage system, or sewage overflowing into the stormwater drains during heavy rainfall. This problem isn't new. As early as the late 19th century, Melbourne's engineers recognised the importance of keeping sewage and stormwater separate. However, over time, factors like misconnected pipes, aging infrastructure, and those illegal stormwater connections have introduced complexities. In dry weather, these systems function adequately, but during storms, they can be overwhelmed. By the mid-20th century, authorities began addressing these issues during major upgrades. However, retrofitting an entire city takes decades, and many areas of Melbourne still experience overflow risk during major weather events. So what happens during a storm? When rain inflow exceeds sewer or drain capacity, water backs up. To avoid flooding streets and homes, emergency overflow points divert this excess flow into rivers, creeks, or even the bay itself. It's a safety mechanism, but it means untreated sewage mixed with stormwater can enter the environment during heavy rainfall events. This is often why swimming beaches are sometimes closed after storms. It's also why the health of waterways like the Birrarung and the Maribyrnong are so closely tied to how we manage urban runoff. To address this, engineers and planners have developed a range of tools, combining infrastructure upgrades, natural systems, and smarter technology. Let's look at some of those key solutions. First off, litter traps and gross pollutant interceptors. These are large underground chambers placed within the stormwater network. As water flows through, they trap floating rubbish like plastic bottles, leaves, and debris before it can reach waterways. Some use mechanical systems, others rely on gravity and mesh screens. Next, constructed wetlands. These are shallow, vegetated basins designed to mimic natural wetlands. Water enters slowly, allowing solids to settle, while plants absorb nutrients and filter out contaminants. Projects like Royal Park Wetlands and Dandenong Creek Wetland have demonstrated how nature-based infrastructure can treat stormwater effectively while providing habitat and open green spaces. Then there's stormwater harvesting. These systems collect rainwater from urban surfaces, store it in underground tanks, and treat it for reuse in irrigation, toilet flushing, or industrial processes. By diverting and reusing this water, we reduce the overall volume entering the wider stormwater system and cut pollution near or at its source. Major infrastructure upgrades are also helping reduce sewer overflows. Projects like the Alphington Sewer Augmentation and the Hobsons Bay Main Sewer Upgrade are increasing capacity, using modern tunnelling and redundancy systems to handle extreme flows more safely. But building bigger pipes isn't the only answer. Infrastructure alone isn't enough. Community behaviour plays a huge role in water quality. What we put down drains, how we manage litter, and how we treat our streets all affect the health of our rivers and bays. Simple actions, like picking up after pets, eliminating illegal dumping, and reducing single-use plastics, can collectively reduce stormwater pollution by thousands of tonnes each year. Education programs community cleanups, and awareness campaigns are critical because when people understand the system, they value it and help protect it. And the stakes are rising. Climate change is making rainfall patterns more extreme. Melbourne now experiences longer dry spells, followed by more intense storms. These bursts deliver a higher volume of polluted runoff, often too quickly for the systems to respond. Urbanisation adds pressure too. Every new road, driveway, and roof increases the amount of impervious surface, meaning more runoff, less infiltration, and more pollution. So, what's the solution? It's called Water Sensitive Urban Design, or WSUD. This approach integrates water into urban planning, treating it as a resource, not a waste product. It often includes permeable pavements, which allow water to soak through, green roofs and rain gardens, which slow and filter water, biofiltration swales along roadsides to treat runoff, and underground detention systems that store and slowly release stormwater. Water-sensitive urban design is now standard in new developments and is being retrofitted into older areas wherever feasible. It's not just about stopping pollution, it's about slowing water down, giving it time to soak, settle, and be used productively before it reaches the bay. It's also about designing cities that are cooler, greener, and more resilient. Today, stormwater is one of Melbourne's biggest environmental challenges, but it's also one of our greatest opportunities. If we get it right, we don't just protect our rivers, we enhance our cities, our ecosystems, and our quality of life. In our next episode, we'll take on one of the most important and complex questions facing cities like Melbourne. Can we recycle wastewater and stormwater for drinking? We'll explore the technologies, the global case studies, and what it would take for Melbourne to embrace purified recycled water. I'm Paul Michael Angus. Thanks again for watching.